Talk. Get ready for in-depth discussions on everything from the court to the field, mixed with the business and culture that orbit the sports world. Whether it's the latest blockbuster trade or the societal impact of sports. 2 Men On with your hosts, Van Nunley and Fred Slow, with producer Isaiah Johnson on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
It's Monday, Albuquerque. Got me an auditions, eh? Got that echo.
Nah, really?
What do you mean, nah? Why would I make that up?
That's weird.
Yeah, go click the thing.
Well, yeah, the PC's out of audition, so maybe on your end, everything's set up same way over here.
We're going to grab a commercial break, and when we get back, we'll have this thing hashed out. It's 2 Men On, 95.9, something.
This report brought to you by
Can you check
Keller's
that thing
Farm
behind you?
Store. The best holiday meats are at Keller's Farm Stores, like prime rib, beef tenderloin, leg of lamb, and pork crown roast. And don't forget the turkey. Get yours fresh, roasted, or smoked. Order your holiday meal online today. Keller's Farm Stores, Coors and Montano, and Eubank at Candelaria.
Well, if we take a look at traffic right now, you are going to see slowdowns I-25 in the construction zone. That is affecting both directions. Watch your speed going through there. I-40 right now looks good in both directions. Westbound on Alameda as you approach Coors. We still got some slowdowns there. Traffic also moving slow southbound on Coors as you approach Montano.
There is 2 settings.
The holidays are more special when family shares memories around a warm fire. Roberts Tree Service Woodyard has plenty of firewood from small bundles to cords, and they'll deliver. Seniors and military get discounts at Roberts on Central and East of Eubank or at roberts-firewood.com.
Welcome to TGL presented by SoFi. Golf's newest league, live on ESPN and ESPN Plus. It's 2 hours of hammer dropping, overtime forcing, playoffs on the line, golf. Tiger, Rory, and more of the best from the PGA Tour split into 6 teams. Learn more at tglgolf.com and tune into the inaugural season beginning January 7th. Keep up. It's golf.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family.
It's Monday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means the boys are at Howie Sports Page, and we're doing it for the last time before the holiday, live from Howie's, and we're excited to be here because it's Monday Night Football with the Green Bay Packers. Yeah. They host the New Orleans somethings.
Correct. Yes.
All right, they're coming to town. I'm Fred Slow. Van Nunley is here with me. Jake Cassio, young Jake C. Welcome to the program.
It's good to be back.
Yep, for you, Luke Markwith is here as well. Luke is Howie's.
Yes.
And then joining us from the studio is Isaiah Johnson. Welcome, everyone. We're excited to have you here. Hopefully it's the final work day for you before you head into the holiday weekend. I have some fun news. Your boy got engaged over the weekend. So let's go.
Chaim.
Very nice.
Thank you. I will take the rest of the day off.
All right,
Okay. You've earned it. Sweet.
All right, Van, so what do you want to talk about today?
Fred's engagement party. What are we doing? Where are we
It's
going?
called a bachelor party.
And the answer is Howie Sports.
Yeah, that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to do it.
Not the bachelor party. The engagement party.
Yeah, you got to have an engagement party.
I get two
Engagement
parties?
party,
Yes.
Yeah, and then you have the
Howie's can
bachelor
handle
party.
two of those
You
parties?
technically get three
We'll
now.
make it a wedding.
Let's go,
So you
boys.
get four. You get a
Tonight's the
honeymoon.
first one.
It's tonight is just the lead up one. So there you go. So how very exciting for me. I'm living a better life than all of you currently. Suck it.
All right, whatever you got to tell yourself. I mean, you take a long look in the mirror and whatever mantra you need to get through the day, you do you, baby boo.
Van knew ahead of time and literally no one else. Also, I told Van during a commercial break last week. So it was like a 50-50 proposition, boys. So
Pretty nonchalant.
Yeah, well, I heard that. I heard that. Heads up.
The
there's a lady in my life, and I owe her $20.
yes.
Because she said that Megan would say yes.
Oh, we're using her name on air now.
Excuse
That's what
me,
we're doing.
that's a little slip up. The lady friend would say yes.
Luke, that's an old radio trick from years ago where I would say my lady
Yeah.
because there was periods of time when that could have been anyone.
Oh yeah.
The special lady in my life.
But now it's just one.
Not just one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Just
made it.
Listen, it's a bar trick too. At 1:30 in the morning, when I've had a few and I see somebody that I don't exactly remember, and they obviously remember me, it's always, "Oh, hey, sweetheart, it's good to see you." You know,
Hey, friend. This is really nice.
hey, you.
So there you go. So I am doing better than the Cowboys' playoff aspirations.
Now
Yeah,
there's
the
still a
49ers.
chance.
And,
Nope.
and their draft aspirations at this point.
No.
They've managed to mess up
Yeah,
both.
they screwed both up.
Yeah.
They wah.
And much to Zay's dismay, they're playing well enough to probably keep McCarthy around for another
Oh,
year.
he's a stud. 12-5, 4 of his whatever seasons. He's going to finish a game above 500. They were in the mix all year. Tough one, weird one. Down the stretch, whatever. There you go. Cowboys are not America. Sorry, guys. Mediocre team. There we go.
Yeah.
They did it. They did that thing.
When you got a world beater like Cooper Rush on the roster, it
Uh-huh.
doesn't matter how many injuries you have. It doesn't matter how bad your coaching staff is. When you have Ginger Tom Brady on your roster,
He's unreal.
you're going to win more than you lose.
It is unreal.
He's like,
They're
what,
doing better
9
with him.
9-4 all time
Yeah.
starter. I mean,
Is
he's
it
going to
9-4?
start getting some looks.
He's only
I
lost
didn't know
to the
he lost
Eagles,
the
right?
fourth game. 2 to the Eagles. I thought he only lost 3, but
He lost to the Bengals, and then he lost. They lost another one earlier this year.
Okay.
Jamar Chase lost me $1,400 over the weekend
Because of 2 yards.
because of 2 yards.
That's a legit bummer.
It's a game of inches.
That's a legit bummer.
Luke, I'm watching the Bengals game. I'm going, okay. Don't take him with the tutty. Take him with the yards. He's going to get the yards. He's 2 yards short. $1,400. Really, I only gambled $20, so it's not like it was a huge thing.
Yeah.
But Prize Picks
Oh, yeah.
gave me that moment. They gave it to me.
I've had a few of those on Prize Picks.
I gambled just so I could feel a little bit of hope.
But it wasn't just any lineup. That was a 6 demon lineup.
Yeah, that's how I do
That
it.
was crazy. That was really good.
Literally hardest to
Oh,
get.
I do 1 or 2 of those a week. Just throw out a $10 all demon.
Yeah.
Just
Well, let's try to make it back tonight.
And we're going to have to try to make it back tonight, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one more in me.
I had one big win at home over the weekend and then one tough loss with the Prize Picks. But there you go, boys. So it's going to be a fun one tonight. We are counting down until Monday Night Football. We're on air till 5:30 Mountain, and then we are on one the rest of the night as we're going to enjoy the only official Packers bar in Albuquerque, sanctioned by the Greater Packers Ownership Federation.
It's gonna be a good time tonight.
Is that correct? The way I said that, you're endorsed officially by the Packers.
We are the only officially recognized Packers bar in New Mexico from GreenBayPackers.com.
That's so sweet.
Is that from the board, or is that just from every person in Green Bay who owns fake ownership?
I'm not sure who granted us this authority, but I just run with it.
Well, thank you, Green Bay.
So as a 2-shareholder,
you
a part owner of the Green Bay Packers, myself, one Van Nunley.
I also own a share.
I passed it up the chain myself.
Yeah, I printed myself up a couple.
It's like, hey, there's this place called Howie's.
Yeah.
You'll never guess what color the walls are.
Yeah, hear me out.
You'll never guess what color the trim is. It's green and yellow.
Oh, that's why it's green here?
That is why it's green here.
So, okay. So I owe Van's lady a $20 because I thought this was just what was on discount at the Home Depot, and you guys went with it. I thought this was forest green porch.
Well, we did buy the cheapest green.
Okay,
but the green was conscious. It was just the cheapest green.
It's just
if you squint, it's Green Bay. It's Green Bay
it's
green.
just a shade darker than Green Bay green. You get it. Plus, it's dark in here.
Well, you got to remember, we haven't repainted in here since you could smoke in the bars.
No.
Since you could smoke in the bars, so this is not the color it was painted.
Good point.
But it's not lead paint, though, right?
No,
Okay.
We don't know.
Yeah, take a bite.
Yeah, grow up.
Get a couple licks.
Yeah, you want to do abatement? Like, what are you talking
You
about?
move some of these posters that have been stuck to the wall for 30 years, and it's a different color wall back there.
Yeah.
We could go through it.
Go see if the snozberries taste like snozberries.
If we went through and did yellow trim on all these doors, this would be a wild look in here.
Yeah.
Meow Wolf would be jealous. God, Howie's just so sweet. Come see your boys. We're out there at 5:30. You can immediately catch me on KRQE at 5:30. Fun little sit down over there talking about the Boys and Girls Club. So if you need a little bit of time to kill before the Monday Night Football, see me over there telling you about the advancement and successes of the Teen Center over on Truman. Things are just going swimmingly. Big thank you to the individuals that helped with that, including Lowe's, including JPR and Roadrunner Ready Mix. It has been an absolute banger of a process to be a part of. So get your updates over on KRQE tonight at 5:30.
We'll be watching. You're going to put it on the main TV.
Yeah, you can put it on big TV.
Yeah, right before
Turn
leading
the
up.
sound
I'll
on.
take a picture in front of it.
We can make that happen.
I'm on the radio every single day. Every single day I'm on the radio. Regularly, I'm like on some part of the newspaper. Hey, you do like a 30-second spot on local news, like local TV news. Shoot, it's a bigger announcement than me getting engaged. It's a huge deal.
That's when people actually text you, like, "Oh, I saw you."
Yeah,
I tuned in.
Cool. Thanks. I'm on air every day. That's awesome. Too good. NFL football over the weekend was weird because it was spread out over 2 days. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough TVs to watch every game.
Well, you could have done what the Red Zone did because there weren't enough games during the Red Zone period that they had 7 hours of much commercial Red Zone television as they were.
7 hours of Red Zone football is just not the same as 7 hours of commercial free football.
Is it because there weren't enough games? Is that why they put commercials on there?
No, it's because everybody streams it now in other ways other than paying for it.
Like on the internet?
Yeah.
You pay YouTube for it.
Well, I mean, that is on the internet, sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like they're not struggling to make coin over there with the NFL. Like at all.
I'm sure the NFL Network is.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's
no one in the
still
NFL.
owned by the NFL, and no part of the NFL is struggling right now.
No, record profits year after year after year. They're fine.
Listen, if there's going to be commercials in Red Zone, I'm okay with that as long as the salary cap goes up.
Salary cap goes up for how many commercials you could run?
Yeah.
No.
More revenue, more salary.
I'm not trying to be the guy because you guys aren't the panel to talk to about this, but there's got to be like a civil liability here, right? Because when you bought this thing, YouTube subscriber, you were under the impression it was a certain product.
Correct.
And then
Yeah.
you're going to switch that product out. I feel, because literally no one bought Red Zone with the expectation of there being commercials, I feel like litigation is going to immediately come.
Not only, I mean, you bought Red Zone before it started, but just the increases in YouTube TV. Like it doubled in price just recently. So now you got to double your price to watch YouTube TV and the red zone's running commercials. What are you paying for?
I know a little bit about a lot of people. What's the best way to say it? A lot of idiots call it bait and switch because that's the only term they've ever heard. Negligent misrepresentation is the legal term. When you are by choice not representing what you intend to do.
Right.
A real simple term is fraud.
Fraud.
Yeah,
fraud's the
And there's what's that, Isaiah?
I was gonna say, I feel like, obviously I don't have the best idea, but I would assume, just off of logic, I would assume that they duck a lot of those illegal acts if they just announce it. Like maybe there's like a timeline you have to announce a month before. Hey, just so you know, in a month, this is what to expect. Rather than like say you get charged and then they tell you, oh, you've already paid for this new version of what you originally were expecting to get. Like I feel like that's why they try to run out, like warnings or like heads up. And then if you just blow it off and don't pay attention, then you might get hooked on the resubscription. But like I would assume that's the only way to duck it being like an illegal act.
They'll have a class action lawsuit, and in 3 years, everybody that had Red Zone this year will get a check for $8.37.
Mm-hmm. And one of the commercials on Red Zone is, "Did you buy Red Zone in 2024? You're entitled to you're entitled to legal compensation."
Are you a victim of Chris Hansen thesiosis?
Scott Hansen had nothing to do with this. Okay, keep his name out of
Did I
this.
say Chris?
If you're a victim of Chris Hansen, that's a whole other story.
Different products, different.
I've been telling Fred he needs to start one of those shows. He'd be great. He'd be great for it. Fred could play Chris Hansen, and Jake, you and Van could be guys in the back room, and I'll be the security guard.
No,
what show is this?
I was going to say Jake may be on there in another capacity.
No. I'm going to be the double, the body double. Like
Jake
I'm
shows up
be
at the
the
house
fake
like,
teenager.
Fred, what are you doing here?
No, I'm going to be the fake teenager.
All you guys would be down for the purpose of doing so. I think there'd be true motivation in catching these awful people. And Fred would be a great person. He's going to come out. He's going to be tall, so no, they can't get aggressive. They're going to kind of sit down and feel like they have to.
Do you know you've never been to Howie's because you're a coward? Luke is two times my size.
Yeah.
Luke
can be a bodyguard as well. Me and Luke are going to be the guys that just stand in the back while you just, hey, take a seat right there.
What are you doing here? They have police officers too that help them.
Once they walk into the house, we just lock the door and give them the line from Bronx Tale, like, "Now you can't leave." You lock the door and just give them that look. "Now you can't leave."
Oh God, no! I don't think I've watched that show. I know the premise. I don't think I've watched one. Ooh, it's too weird to me.
Well, now it's super popular, like on YouTube and TikTok. Like they do.
Yeah, there's a guy. Yeah,
the guy in my hometown who's doing it on social media got caught doing it.
Yeah. Most of the people who are searching that kind of behavior out are projecting because they want to be in the genre.
I have a friend here who lives out of state and still has a house here, and they were putting it on the market and got a call from APD and said, "Before you put it on the market, can we rent it for a month or two?" And they ran some of those things out of her house.
Oh, wild!
Here in town, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Welcome to 2500 Montgomery Boulevard.
12500.
12500 Montgomery Boulevard. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage. Also, you might recognize it from MSNBC. So,
as seen on.
Yeah. We don't expect any tourists to come and throw pizzas on top of this house, but there might be a certain fan base that shows up at times.
Right, but we do have a fridge stocked with wine coolers.
Wine coolers especially.
Yeah. If you're a fan,
Zima and Skittles.
We got Dave on the line. Dave wants to talk some NFL.
NFL.
Friend of the show, Dave, who remembered there were games this week. And Dave, welcome to the program, brother.
Hey, it's actually Gabe.
Oh, that's
Gabe.
unfortunate.
Yeah, you know these cumulus.
Yeah, grow up.
I know. I got you guys good. Are you engaged or not, Fred? What's the deal?
Oh, I knew it. I knew he said Dave.
Engaged in conversation on this program.
Dave's not here.
Yeah, I am engaging. Yes.
You should see the rock on his finger. It's huge.
It's not correct. I'm a boy.
No, he's tricking me. I was cutting his hair the other day, and he's like, "Oh, popping the question." I'm like, "What?" I don't know. Is this real or not?
Gabe, thank you for taking the time with the call. That is correct. Big weekend for your boy.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I've gone from Van's partner Well, actually, I'm still Van's partner as
Sure.
well. Yeah, none of that changed.
Just didn't put a ring on it.
Also, Gabe, I kept my hat on. Sorry you dropped the ball over the weekend. That was unfortunate.
What are you talking about?
Reach out to Gabe Gambino on the Instagram, and he will line you up, and you can have the fingers that cut my hair in your hair. That is an unpaid endorsement. Literally, I did not pay.
Should have gotten a taper fade.
This is true.
Yeah, Gabe, thank you for the call.
Love you, boys.
That wasn't a good congratulations. That was a little more aggressive.
That was a little aggressive.
Yeah, also,
Yeah.
my texter is going crazy.
Kind of hurtful.
I don't have social media personally, so this is how people find out about things in my life.
Oh, they go primal and reach out to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Fred, I know. See, now that it's been aired out, we know you're engaged. I like that you still were protective of the name at first because you don't want to be a Travis Hunter and air it all out on social media and then have it backfire the way it's been backfiring on my boy.
Pray for Travis.
Pray for.
Obviously,
Jake, I think it hurts. Yeah. It hurts. It's not even me, and it hurts.
Yeah,
Luke,
same.
Van, and I are not smart enough to this, so feel free, boys.
So Travis Hunter's girlfriend has gotten a lot of social media attention since he's won a Heisman.
Correct.
Essentially, here's a little lingo for you, Fred.
Spilled the tea.
Travis Hunter's girlfriend is a bop, aka
for the street.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So he tried to turn her into a housewife.
Yep. So what?
The old village bicycle.
Some of the lore behind this is Travis Hunter didn't go to parties or nothing, but he would drop her off at parties and wait outside, like in his car, for her to be done partying.
Doing what, like Pokemon Go?
Something. Watching film, hopefully. But and there's a lot of videos of what was going on at these parties.
Underage drinking.
Well, I don't know about
any
that,
of these parties at Diddy's house.
No, they were in Boulder, Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Well,
Prime. All right, Deion Sanders in Boulder. Deion Sanders has definitely been to a Diddy party at some point. I don't think this is that far of a leap.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so the thing with the thing with the videos and the parties, and so I guess they're trying to say that it was actually a year before they were together, but she's in clubs dancing on people. But here's the worst part. There's a picture of a guy grabbing her backside as they're in a party.
Sure.
And
that sexual
picture
assault?
leaked.
Is that what it was?
It was consensual.
She's all on him with her middle finger.
Did he used to coach Ohio State?
No, did not. But what he's done now that this picture is blown up is he's created T-shirts and called them Heisman shirts. So on the front, it's a trophy doing the Heisman pose, and on the back, it's a picture of him holding.
No, I'm pretty sure Travis Hunter's on the back.
Oh, it's a picture of Travis Hunter on the back.
Yeah.
Well, there's another one with a picture of him and the girl on the back of the picture.
This doesn't sound that serious.
And then, like,
It's
Travis
terrible.
Hunter's girlfriend dropped like a 8-minute long video before all this stuff started coming out, being like, "I didn't like Travis Hunter. He wasn't my type. Travis was very persistent about wanting to date with me."
She broke up with him on the internet without telling him?
No. Like saying she didn't like Travis Hunter at all.
Yeah, this was the video I told you. Like, I remember you were like, "I'm not watching the whole 8-minute video."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I watched
then as
zero of it.
As the weeks went on, she was trying to lay low, and the internet started doing the internet things and digging things up and
like
finding things.
Yeah.
Hey, at least this is all coming out before you sign the contract.
Yeah, but no, here Travis is like defending her, and he's basically being like, "Oh, what? My girl can't go to parties? My girl can't go and have fun? My girl can't,
He's taking his Instagram down.
Yeah, he deleted his Instagram. That's a really bad sign.
When you love a girl, this hurts.
That's
Like,
the best thing that ever could have happened to him.
Yeah, deleting your Instagram is super smart.
Awesome. At
This
these
is
parties,
bad.
did they smack it? Did they twist it? Did they bop it?
Yeah, great
Did
question.
They pull it?
Did they put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it?
Not that we know of yet.
Is
I think
anybody
the
doing the
internet's still
Tootsie
digging.
Roll?
Did Scott Hansen issue a public apology for the I guess affair? I don't really understand what she did wrong here.
So she,
It's just the prince. Like
The
she was-
visuals are not good.
yeah, it doesn't. The
visuals
optics
look
are not
bad.
great.
What?
So we
Yeah.
were pushing it. The internet was pushing a certain agenda on her, and she was defending herself, saying that's not how it was. It's not how it was. But then afterwards, there's these pictures leaking out, and it's like, "Hey, Travis." Now it looks like our speculation on her not being the right one for you. Now we're seeing what she was doing right before you guys met, and it's not looking good.
Well,
So he's-
also
how does that
all
read-
this stuff gets released, right? And before this, they said they were dating for 5 years, but now they're taking it back and saying, "Oh, we've only been dating for like 2.5 years now."
Yes, 3 years, something like that. So it's if you love a girl, right, and you're the number one player in college football, and you were wearing your relationship on your sleeve on social media, and this happens. So now he already was having to deal with her being upset before these pictures and videos of her dancing at the party leaked. So that's why he's going through it, because she's 100% going through it. So he's really going through it right now.
I don't think you can just like leak pictures of somebody having fun that's completely benign and consensual.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know if I get it.
I don't get any of this. Why is this a big deal?
I'm not hearing drab or floozy behavior at all.
This is like sewing circle stuff. This is like your nail tech describing a soap opera to you. This is dumb.
See, Jake, I think you're just in the older generation.
I don't.
That's what it is.
I think you guys got to like see the proof of these like pictures and like the videos that are coming out.
Your descriptions are fine. Like, why can't you just like go out and have fun and live her life and have a good time?
Okay, like let's put a hypothetical out there.
Okay,
Fred, you're in a relationship,
correct?
Right? Before you were engaged or anything.
Sure.
She goes to a party. You're like, okay, go have fun. You're waiting outside playing Pokemon.
No, I'm not doing that.
But that's what you're doing. And she's inside, dancing on other men and having her butt grabbed by other men. Would you not be upset by that?
Now,
if you were in a relationship, like a very
lied about
public
it,
and lied about it.
Oh, hold on, you didn't mention the lie part.
Oh, yeah, she lies to Travis about all this stuff, and now it's all out and about.
I don't know. You know what I think you two might be doing, and this is just me, Van, and Luke's shared opinion. You two might be projecting your own experiences of betrayal onto this situation.
There's no such thing as loyalty in these days anymore.
All right, here we go.
It's just not true. It's not true. You guys were lucky. See, the women you guys meet, they got over the hump before social media took over. Us, we have to deal with these women thinking there's always something else. There's been DMs that have leaked out of her telling guys he looks like, responding on their stories. I'm in this state. I'm in this videos. City. Yeah, I'm in this city. Come see me. You look good. Like, I don't know.
It goes down in the DMs, gentlemen, and the DMs are a very dangerous place. If you value your peace, you don't look at it.
Isaiah just told me how he only uses vanish mode to talk to girls. So I learned.
Oh, yes. See, that I'm out and about. I don't do vanish mode, man. You want to see what I've been up to? Go ahead and see what I've been up to.
Jake, also don't believe what he just said.
Okay, you guys should start using van-ish mode where you don't care about any of this garbage.
Be a little more vanish
and let people live their lives. Should be a little more vanish, if you would.
Maybe me and Zay are just a little bit more old school. We want we believe in monogamy still.
I don't believe that Travis Hunter picked this gal up at the church.
Dancing with somebody doesn't break monogamy. That's not what we were talking about here.
But the kind of dancing. We're not two-stepping here at some country parlor.
Oh, this is R. Kelly bumping tonight.
Where were you born? Buffalo or Footlooseville? What are you talking? People can't dance now?
No, here's really the issue. Like, you're right. Okay, there's no straight up proof that's been leaked out, though. We know she just straight up cheated on this guy. But the issue is, this whole time, the mantra that they've been putting on is that, like, they're the next LeBron and Savannah. Like, she's just, I would never do that. What you guys think of me? I'm not some girl who just like his LeBron's. Exactly. You don't know, because she plays the wife role perfectly. She's not trying to be in the camera like Travis's girl is all the time.
Okay, that's the only video that
Yes.
I've ever seen of this is her being upset on a couch that people want to take pictures of Travis.
This started it all.
That's what started.
This started like everybody exposing all the.
That's the only thing that forced its way into my algorithm.
Okay, but what about the Heisman Trophy ceremony when Travis wins? Everybody stands up and she's still sitting there. And Deion had to tap her on her shoulder and say, "Stand up."
No, she's out of her element, boys. She don't go to no sit down fancy dinners. I don't know if you recently heard. I was told she's a hussy.
Yeah, she is.
That's just she's young and dumb. That's just showing her ignorance.
Yeah.
I had to tell Jake to stand up for the national anthem at the Isotopes game.
That is not true. I am a patriot first and foremost. Do not slander my name about that issue right there.
No, he was standing up. You just couldn't tell.
I was like tippy toe.
He's patriotic. He's just short.
Guys, here's the biggest difference, right, between Travis's situation and all of ours. He's about to have the biggest payday of his life. That's why everyone is trying to be in his ear, because we're telling him,
get out.
You said that your rookie year, you want to have a kid, you guys are going to get married, and that's when you're going to sign your biggest contract of your life. So everyone's saying, hey, before you do that, make sure she's in this for the right reasons. So then when we see these videos, these pictures, she's saying, I didn't like him at first. She's saying, oh, I didn't respond to him because he was trying to cheat on his other girlfriend and she's throwing all these things out.
The contract
saying,
isn't the most important thing getting signed in the next couple months. It's the prenup.
Yeah,
That's the most important thing getting signed.
We got Luke on our side.
But the prenup only protects you from so much.
Earnings after your wedding. Our earnings before, because after you can't protect.
Yeah. Right.
So you have to sign the contract 1st.
And he doesn't have an NIL money. He gave it all away.
Hold on.
The way you're trying to restrict this poor girl's fun, free-loving lifestyle, you guys are a couple Harrison Butkers over here. As what you want her to just go back into the kitchen? No, she can't go to. She can't go to house parties.
No, she's just fine now. Like right now, she's like we don't know. First off, we don't know how she is.
Sounds
all
like
I'm
it.
saying is,
but Travis, he deleted that Instagram for a reason.
He deleted, and you know what? We know what she has put out on the internet and what she's done on camera, and we're saying, hey, don't get yourself trapped. Just make sure, right? Just make sure. If he's like in complete denial. Now, when this happens, and we come back to this moment, it's going to be like, man.
Here's what she should do. I have the final decision on all of this, and I'm sorry to play this card. She rebrands all of her social media, is Ball Hawk Tua, and makes a ton of money.
It's very strong. Strong work. Very good.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. We're live at Howie's Sports Page. Having a ton of fun with it. Ohio State over Tennessee the way I told you it would be.
Oh, boy, was I wrong about that one.
Texas over Clemson the way I told you it would be.
I got the rest.
Penn State over SMU the way I told you it would be. None of these things were close, boys. Bunch of snoozers over the weekend in the first round of the College Football Bowl playoffs.
Yeah, people are demanding change already.
Who are these people?
The internet.
Kirk Herbstreit.
Now, he's weird. 2 months ago, his dog died. Everyone loved him. Over the weekend, anything he can do to just throw shade. The article I read said he was upset that Ohio State's coaching staff didn't take the time to congratulate him on his son signing to play quarterback at the rival Michigan Wolverines. If this is a real story, Kurt Herbstreit sucks.
I care about that just about as much as I do about Travis Hunter's girlfriend.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. But the college football playoff, like, it's exciting that we got some mid-majors in there. It's exciting that we got some teams that are not traditionally in the playoffs. It doesn't matter if there's 12. There's still only 3 or 4 good teams with a chance.
Well, all the heavy favorites.
We just got another round of games.
You know, you'll have those years every now and then. That Boise State team back in the day that beat Oklahoma.
Right.
In 2008. We're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was a team that in this kind of system could have snuck in. It was a kind of team of destiny thing. That's going to happen once every 10 years or so.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, you're going to get this. But it does help those schools with recruiting.
Ashton Genty has to run for 300 yards to beat the spread. It's going to be that bad.
Yeah.
Well, really, the only people that won this weekend are three lost team in the SEC, like Ole Miss, Alabama, who should have probably been in the playoff over these mid-major teams. It would have been at least a little closer.
Every chalk 3-loss team in the Big Ten or SEC is just going to schedule one less competitive game next year. That's the only difference. There's going to have one less hard game.
I think it's going to change, though. I think the less hard game is going to be the removal of the conference championship. Because I think these games you're talking about are already contracted because you do them whatever years in advance.
Sure.
So they're going to keep those. We're going to lose conference championships. It's just going to come down to the schedule. And you're not going to have the debacle that NCAA football had over the weekend up against the NFL, where their games are bad and they didn't draw with the Chiefs drew. They won't set themselves up for this failure again. Also, the NFL does not care about anything else.
Oh, for sure.
No, that was kind of a who's your daddy move.
Yeah.
You're having playoffs that day? That's cute.
Maybe they did the same thing to the NBA on Christmas. We talk about this program all the time. We're not that far away from Tuesday night football, Wednesday night football, Friday night lights football. They're just going to stack the schedule in a way that there could be football nationally televised every night of the week.
Well,
look what the Chiefs are playing 3 games
in 11 days.
In 11 days. That's so dangerous.
What they'll end up doing with that is they'll add an 18th game to the season. They'll add a second bye week.
Yeah.
And then your short week will always be after a bye week, so that you have a 10-day before that Tuesday, and then a 10-day after or before that Wednesday. And they will do it. I mean, it will end up playing every night.
Yeah.
Well, they already have football on Tuesdays and Wednesdays during the regular season, but it's just the MAC football conference.
No. The good football.
No, we're talking the NFL.
MACtion is some of the most electric football you could watch.
Because you don't have anything else to gamble on Tuesday, Jake.
Have you ever watched MACtion football on a Tuesday or a Wednesday?
I have a life.
It's the craziest thing. The turnovers are absurd. The punts are absurd. The plays are absurd. Everything about it.
This take is absurd.
Because it's not great football, it makes it entertaining.
Oh, okay. How often are you going down to watch Pee Wee football then? It just gets worse and worse the younger you get.
What I can say, though, is I think you tend to see crazier things in college football, and I think that's why a lot of people might like it a little better. You see more wild things, and I think college football games on average have crazier outcomes. So maybe just like the unexpected happening.
Just
I've
watch
never watched
every
it.
Lions game. You see that fake fumble Ruski?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Where they pretty much
Give me
just make
all of
fun
that you got.
of Jordan Love for
Yes.
tripping, actually.
Yes.
And with no bias involved, the Cowboys game yesterday was for the first time in a while. It was actually an entertaining game. I feel like there was some turnovers, especially the ending, and Baker has a lot to do with that as well. But that was one of the more entertaining Cowboy games I've seen in a long time. I think it was a pretty good for Sunday Night Football. It overachieved.
Baker looked a little concussed last night after a couple of those hits, and he went into the tent. They brought him out pretty quickly, but he looked a little rattled.
Yeah. They said he was good. Like, they didn't go to him at first, and then I guess the NFL made him go to him. Is that your guys' understanding?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they said the same thing about that Josh Allen game earlier this year, and I don't believe there's any way he wasn't concussed.
The Texans game?
Yeah. I mean, he's out there. There's no way. It's just the double standard of wanting to protect players, but wanting to keep the superstars out there, and it's
sure. I mean, that's the way the refs have treated helmet-to-helmet hits with black quarterbacks and Baker Mayfield since this rule started.
I'm looking it up here. So I have the college football ratings, and I thought I had the Chiefs ratings, but I can't find where my thing was. But I thought the Chiefs were like 20 million-ish. That's what I thought I read earlier, but I can't find it to cite it, so I feel bad. So don't quote me on that. But I have the college football ones right in front of me, Van. So the weekend, no one watched Penn State. Penn State was super low, less than 10 million viewers. It was the first game. That's not the one, right? So 6.4 million. Clemson and Texas, 8.6 million. Indiana and Notre Dame, 13.4 million. And then Tennessee and Ohio State, 14.3 million.
Yeah. Ohio State pulls no matter what. Notre Dame pulls no matter
yeah,
what.
and that was a primetime game. That was an afternoon game.
I think the TNT thing, I think, was weird. That might have been weird for people. Might have been. Yeah. The Notre Dame game was the third most watched game of the 2024 season. The Ohio State game was the second most. So there, so
well, the whole state of Indiana was watching that game.
I don't know what first. I don't know.
Okay, let me see.
And even the most watched doesn't draw what Jacksonville and Cleveland draw on Thursday night football.
Yeah.
I thought I saw 21 million, but I don't know where. It's not in my tab, so I apologize. Boy, that's bad radio. But yeah, the NFL sits king.
So Georgia's went over Texas.
Oh, that tracks.
Yep, those actually were 1 and 2, but I think the game you just said overlapped it.
Well, and good. This is like a promising start for this thing.
Yeah. Number one's at 16.6 million.
So 2 million more.
Yeah, someone will top that this next week.
Yeah, the third time Georgia and Texas plays.
I think Oregon, Ohio State's gonna crack it.
That'll be a big one.
It won't be Penn State, Boise State.
No, gosh, no. And the Oregon, Ohio State game earlier this year was one of the best games of the season so far. So this one, that's always a big deal. Is it has a replay factor, and that game definitely does.
Yeah, 100%.
Ashton Genty is about to break the NCAA rushing record, and a lot of the country will be watching him for the first time in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm looking at the New Year's Day.
Oh, the New Year's 6?
I mean, it's going to be a good one. I mean, it's going to be – no, none of these will do it. Maybe Georgia Notre Dame will do it. Maybe. And then it's where it goes from there, right?
And when you say do it, what do you mean? Like beat the worst NFL game?
No,
but beat the most popular college game.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is the time of year that they do.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of those that now every game going forward should probably top the previous. I mean, aside from like Penn State, Boise State.
Yeah, it won't do it. They're just not good fan bases. Like the Penn State fan base is weird. Boise State,
they lost their whole young fan base. So,
yeah, yeah, their Boise State fan base is not as big as it claims to be. Ohio State's is huge.
Huge.
Yeah. I mean,
and Oregon too.
Oregon too. Georgia, Notre Dame. Georgia, Notre Dame will be it. And then if we end up with a Georgia, Penn State, I guess that wouldn't be it. Would it be Penn State, Oregon? So if we end up with Georgia, Texas, that would be the one of ones. And then if you ended up with more than likely Oregon and Georgia for the national championship, take off work the next day. Like, that should be a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
What's that, the 20th?
I believe so, yeah.
Forecast it way out there, boys. Playing into Valentine's Day. When we get back from the break, we wrap up the 4 o'clock hour. We're live at Howie's. Come see Luke Markwith if you want to see a celebrity. It's 2 Men On. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This
on eBay. So go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay. Things people love.
Traffic right now, we are seeing some slowdowns. I-25 as you approach the construction zone. That's affecting both directions. Northbound I-25, you're going to start to see those slowdowns near the interchange. Southbound I-25, right around Osuna, traffic starts moving slow. I-40 here in town looks good in both directions. Paseo, Alameda, Montano, those river crossings are all moving up to speed. Do want to let you know, south of the city, I-25 northbound, just north of Los Lunas, we do have a crash, and that is causing backups, so do be aware of that if you're traveling in that area. For more than 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your...
injury and
.9 FM
I think
and
I could
AM
lease it out to the
610.
Y, do a
The
local.
Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On, where if you are a Packers fan and you're not at Howie's tonight, you're not actually a Packer fan. You actually have no friends. You're actually ruining the holidays before they start. And this place is going to be butts to nuts in here. And I don't mean, I mean in energy. It's going to be nuts in here.
It's palpable. It's
Yeah.
in the air. It's electric when the Packers are on the big screen.
Come to
here
Howie's
at
Sports page tonight. We recommend you come right now to get your favorite seat, and then you eat free glizzies, and you prepare for the halftime giveaway, and you hang out with Luke Markwith.
Sounds like a pretty good night to me.
It is a pretty good night. I noticed you're not wearing your green.
No, I stay neutral.
Smart, super smart.
Yes.
Jay Cassio is also with us. Boys, next Monday, the 30th, is our year in review show, our final show of 2024. The most important show that we do all year, where we review the previous year, which is 2024, going over the best moments in sports, pop culture, current events, news, and I guess politics now. Ugh, so is life. We will do that. Also, it is our gift exchange, where we will bring gifts for each other, and I put a special stipulation on it. Are you ready, boys?
Hit me.
Our gifts have to be bought day of from the Goodwill across the street from Howie's Sports page. So we will all
like this.
go to the Goodwill earlier in the day on Monday the 30th to purchase each other's gifts. We're not putting a cap on price because we're adults.
And it's Goodwill.
And it's Goodwill. It will be 3 gifts for all of us. Isaiah, you're not involved because you've never chosen to come to Howie's. This is your own fault.
Okay.
Will you come to Howie's that Monday?
If you come to Howie's, you can get a gift.
Of course.
That seems like a lie. The way you said it seems like a lie.
It's not
He'll
a
come for a gift. You have to bribe him to get out
That's
here?
what I just heard.
Yeah, no, it's
No, just
I
come
wouldn't
hang out with me,
because of those
Zay.
gifts.
Come on.
Yes, I wouldn't come there because there was gifts.
Why don't you Uber up and I'll drive you back, and then it'll be safer.
Okay, that can also work. Isaiah's a historical hermit. Ask my teammates.
We
never.
we
saw
are
me at
your
any of the
teammates.
parties.
Yeah, this is
Exactly.
your new team.
That's why it tracks.
Team
That's why it
Howie's.
tracks.
All right. So I am a large tall, just so everyone's aware. Just want to put that out there. I've lost a lot of weight.
Ooh, a large.
I like XL shirts because I like it
one-
baggy.
I got to get one less for Luke because I gave him his Christmas present before the show started.
What was it?
Homemade pickles and hot sauce.
You didn't give that to me.
I'm very excited.
I got one in the truck for you.
I
baby.
don't want it.
I know you don't, but somebody else in your life
Luke,
does.
Luke, guess what the halftime giveaway is today? Guess what?
Hot sauce and pickles?
Yep. We're giving away hot saucy pickles. It's a part of our halftime raffle. It's my gift to you.
There we go.
I got you. I'm not going to.
You re-gifter.
Hey, no, don't listen to Van. He buys these mason jars off Facebook Marketplace, and he thinks he's saving them from the landfill. There's nothing to this gift.
That's true. I mean, that part of it's true.
Well,
Yeah.
And so he just gives it to somebody so that they can put it in the landfill so it's not falling on your shoulders.
Well, I'm a man of class, so they're really nice glass mason jars. So
it's like Mitch Hedberg said.
not
When someone
plastic.
gives you a flyer, they're basically saying, here, you throw this out.
yeah, for sure. Here, Fred, you never eat this hot sauce.
That is me. That is correct. I wouldn't.
You would never touch
He's
it.
a Cajun dry rub guy.
So you-
Mine will disappear.
You can join us for our year in review Monday the 30th here at Howie's. It is our last broadcast of the 2024 year. We are off on New Year's Eve, bowl games, so on and so forth. And then we will return the following week. Van's favorite holiday, January the 6th.
Yeah, stoked. Don't need it this time.
Don't need the holiday
Yeah.
because of
Jake, what are we doing?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put on some really nice cowboy boots.
Okay. All right.
Second thing we're going to do is we're going to go find.
Did you get them at the Goodwill?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we got to both find really absurd headdresses.
Okay. Yeah, it's getting.
You know, I'm personally going to go for a buffalo. Van, I think you're more of like a wolf or coyote guy.
I'm more like suit and tie.
Okay.
Like if I'm gonna storm a Capitol,
If you're gonna go on a private tour with all your buddies,
yeah. If I'm gonna commit treason, I want to do it looking real good.
Hear me out, guys. A red coat.
Ah,
yeah.
I'm going full tourist. Black socks, sandals, fanny pack,
oversized camera.
Jorts. Yeah, oh yeah.
New Balance shoes.
Oh, for sure.
Howie's branded fanny pack.
Oh yeah.
Really, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna buy all the stocks that Nancy Pelosi buys. That's how I'm gonna celebrate.
Stockings.
Yeah.
Should have started that a long time
Yeah,
ago.
she's done for. She's cooked. Done screwed up. Tank Dell, he done.
That was
sad.
But he held on to the ball. You got to give him that. That was
That's what you gotta
impressive.
do.
That was impressive.
This guy has had a season. He got shot, and then this.
Those I don't know how related these things are.
Getting shot and dislocating your kneecap?
Yeah, those are different.
I don't know. I'd rather get shot.
No, what?
You would rather get shot. I have dislocated my patella, and it is the worst pain a human can go through. You would rather get shot.
Yeah. Do I get to pick where and with what?
Yes and yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
this
the
was one of
exact
the most
same places.
alarming. One of the most alarming situations at my last college was we had a football player who dislocated his kneecap, but they took so long to get him into the doctors that by the time he got in, his thigh muscle had started to pull his kneecap up. So his kneecap was basically in his thigh when he had surgery. And he was just going through life for about a month and a half with his kneecap slowly being pulled up to his thigh. And I can't imagine a more tormenting, torturous situation than to know your kneecap is in your thigh and just go about your day. Eat breakfast, eat lunch.
Well, I
Even
mean,
the
you
little
don't get
things.
kneecaps till you're 5 years old, so
Really?
yeah.
Jay Cassio called it. Bryce Young was the highest rated quarterback in the entire NFL this past weekend.
Don't sleep on him. Okay, he's back. He's back and better than ever.
Jake, were you able to divert your eyes from the Short King Bowl like for a second?
No, I was locked in and tuned in the entire time.
Kyler Murray.
See, I told you I could do it.
I respect a man that can't see over his offensive lineman and still can throw a touchdown.
It's the first time two quarterbacks under 5'11" have played each other since the merger.
Why do you think Doug Flutie's my hero?
I remember that one big play. That was fun. That would have stayed with my heart, too.
Saquon Barkley needs 268 yards in his final two games to break the NFL single season record.
So really, he needs 268 yards next game to break it because all the starters are going to be rested in week 18 or 17. Whatever.
Dallas will give it up.
Yeah, and I'm not sure they're going to rest him if he's going for that. He's going to want to be out there.
Between Dallas and the Giants, they're run-onable.
Yeah, you can scoot through them. You could probably do it against the Giants.
I think I'm with Cassio on this one because earlier in the season he had a chance to break his single game rushing record, and he's like, "No, I'll just hang
His
out
or
here."
the NFL's?
His own personal.
Nah, forget it. That's nothing.
No, his own personal.
I don't mean
one.
nothing.
And he was like, "No, I'll give it to the young guys. Let them get some reps." I bet it's the same thing.
It's different when it's a personal best than when it's an all-time NFL record.
He seems like the type that a Super Bowl is more important than personal accolades.
No,
He seems like the guy. I bet he rests the last week.
No way. Goes out, gets the exact number of yards he needs. Might even do something weird, like take a knee after that.
Slides halfway through the run once he gets it.
Also, not to be that guy. No, Dallas is going to go out there and try hard. They tried hard last night for no reason.
Yeah, but they both don't need it.
Dallas, I mean, with all the expectations, Dallas does this all the time. When there's no expectations left, they play great football. They just cannot do it when there's expectations on the team. There is some mental block or there's something when there's nothing left to play for. They seem to play their best football.
It would be legit hilarious if the Eagles were locked in to their playoff position and rested everybody in the last week and air quotes let the Giants win and made them fall down the draft board so they don't get one of the two stud quarterbacks and continue to ruin that franchise.
Yeah. That's the real chess game right there.
I would enjoy that way more.
I mean, the Raiders screwed up by winning against the Jags.
Also, is it the rushing record if you get a whole extra game? Is it the rushing record in 2 or 3 years when there's a 18th game?
Hey, OJ did it in 14 games.
He did a lot in one day, too.
In your opinion.
He had more than one stab at it.
Yeah.
Couple, but.
Deontay Johnson is going to replace Tank Dell. You remember him from No Highlights.
Oh,
I remember him from everybody. The guy says, "Hey, he's supposed to be good at some point."
Yeah,
with 3 different teams.
Yeah, he's the Kyle Pitts of wide receivers.
That's gross. That's mean.
Yeah.
That you said it like that.
And you know what's sad about that Kyle Pitts situation is Michael Penix came into play, and they're like, okay, all Kyle Pitts fantasy owners were like, now we can finally have someone to utilize him. And then that's when Michael Penix threw his first career interception.
And Kyle Pitts' claim to fame is about to go out. Is he number 1 or 2 behind Ditka in tight end rookie receiving yards? He's 1 or 2. I don't know which. But it's going to the kid from the Raiders now. The kid from the Raiders is
Bowers.
That kid's unreal.
So good.
It is funny how fantasy dictates so much because Kyle Pitts isn't a terrible player by any means. He just doesn't get the fantasy points that people demand. And so he's looked at as this total bust.
Yeah. Even though he does do some good things on the field to help his team, he's not the best tight end in the NFL.
Well, everybody had the expectation that he was going to be the next great.
Same.
He also doesn't block a lot, so there's a lot of packages that he's just not in on that, you can't sell that block and release play if you never block. So, I mean, he's at a disadvantage on some of that as well. But
well, I mean, what's sad about it all is the only person that was ever able to unlock what Kyle Pitts' potential could be is Kyle Trask. Kirk Cousins couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Desmond Riddler couldn't do it. All the other backup quarterbacks that have gone through Atlanta during that time couldn't do it. And Michael Penix couldn't do it on Sunday.
Well, I mean, he almost did, but Kyle Pitts had one of the most embarrassing drops turned interceptions in the history of football. Hit him right in the hands and dibbity slippity football, push it forward right into the defensive back's hands.
I'll put the blame on that he's not used to catching balls from a left-handed quarterback.
Okay. So
does that matter?
There
have been not a lot of lefty quarterbacks in the NFL. It matters a lot.
I mean, I've seen things where like Belichick always preferred left-footed punters because the ball comes off a little different. I've seen a lot of stuff with that, but I don't think the left or right-handed quarterback makes much of a difference.
You know, Jerry Rice said the difference was in catching passes from Joe Montana and Steve Young was?
No, I don't.
Nothing. You just catch it.
Yeah.
Just
Jerry
where
Rice
the
was
ball,
good at
where the ball
his
was.
job.
Was the ball close to my hands? Was the ball close to my hands? Was the ball close to my jersey number? I probably caught it.
The final NFL headline before we go to break and come back and talk to you about the world of Howie's sports page is, and this is my favorite quote, sorry, Harbaugh. And that, of course, is Lamar Jackson talking about how he's going to watch Beyonce at halftime of the Christmas Day game instead of halftime.
Should. I get it. It's Beyonce.
I don't know. She might have some allegations.
I was going to say, you're running out of chances to see her, so you may as well take it while you can. I get it.
I think it's pretty guaranteed that Jay-Z's not coming out on stage.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Let's bet on it.
Oh, the odds are long right now.
He never misses a party.
Let's each put $1 on it.
He'd be in a lot better shape if he had skipped a few parties right now.
Jay-Z's innocent.
No, there's no way.
He is innocent. The details of that story do not add up. None of this makes sense.
That story aside, there's just a lot that is going to come out. I'm not sure.
That one story.
Yeah, he may be innocent on that one.
That particular one. Yeah. If you extrapolate the odds, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh, wild. The ex-money laundering, drug dealing, accused of murder billionaire. That guy's up to no good. Get out of here. Hey, you guys stop it.
You get to a certain point where you feel like it was the line from Bill Murray and Kingpin. I have enough money, I can buy my way out of anything.
Yeah, it's coming.
He will buy his way out of this.
Yes. He has $1 billion.
God, it's so much money.
Not like a Lex Luthor looking bald-headed supervillain $1 billion. Like I never thought I'd have $1 billion. You know how quick you are to buy your way out of trouble if that's all it costs is money? Oh yeah, baby.
If I had $1 billion, I would never pay the parking meter.
Same. I do that now.
The time that you would lose paying the parking meter, like you're immediately in the red.
I'd probably buy some jet skis.
Yeah, if you have $1 billion, you're not parking.
Mm-hmm.
Your driver is waiting while you run in wherever you're going.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
well, where I'm going is a Diddy party. I have $1 billion. It's my thing, boys.
Well, those aren't happening anymore.
We preview Monday Night Football whenever we get back. We're live at Howie's Sports page. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. Woo! Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On. Howie Markwith is with us. He is Howie Markwith. Luke Markwith is with us. He is Howie's sports page. He's going to tell you all about it because we're doing Monday Night Football tonight at a Packers bar for a Packers game. How fun and special is a Monday night here, Luke?
Oh, it's big. It's already starting to fill up. We got the regulars pouring in, all the Packers fans filling it up, and I think they're going to be happy tonight.
Yeah. This is about as much as a bye week as you can get. Like, as good as the Saints were at the beginning of the year, they don't have their starting quarterback. They don't have their starting running back. They don't have their starting wide receiver. They don't have half of their defense. My hot take is that Jordan Love does not play the fourth quarter of this football game.
Dang, dude.
It's going to be bad. And it's going to get real loud in here for Packers fans.
You like shooting hard on Saints fans.
Which I am one of them. Hey, nothing against New Orleans, nothing against Saints fans. This is a pro-Packers, not anti-Saints statement.
You guys are aware of it. I've talked about it. I missed big on a prize pick over the weekend, so I'm going to make up for it tonight here at Howie's, putting some money on it. So I'll play a fun little prize picks tonight to keep me invested. If you want to see my excitement throughout the night, come down to Howie's sports page. Free glizzies. They're available right now.
Whoop.
Also, halftime giveaways. So get down, get your raffle ticket. We'll make sure you are included in that. Myself, Van Nunley, Jake Cassio will be here alongside Luke Markwith. Isaiah will not be here because he's cowardly. Cowardly, boys. Sorry, Cowboys.
The notorious hermit.
Yeah. Won't do it. Not going to do it.
I feel attacked.
Aware.
Just come through.
I feel aware.
I feel attacked.
No, that's fine. We don't mind. Who's the Saints quarterback?
It's either
Spencer
Jake Hainer
Riddler.
I believe
Spencer
it's
Rattler.
Spencer Rattler. And I believe it's Hainer this game.
Oh,
I think they're going to start with Hainer and probably go to Rattler pretty quick.
There will be at least 3 quarterbacks playing tonight.
Obviously, I mean, is Taysom Hill healthy or is he out too?
Oh, he's out.
He's out too. All right, so yeah. Hey, that's a good prize pick.
How many quarterbacks?
2.5, more or less, Saints quarterbacks play tonight.
You know what I do like tonight, though, Fred?
What?
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, more than 30.5 yards.
Revenge
receiving.
game, huh?
34.5 is the current. You're saying take the more.
Yep. Because there's nobody else to throw to.
Promo code KNML, and you can become part of our prize pick tonight with a referral of a $5 bet. Get your $50 payout immediately from Prize Picks.
What a deal. Right before Christmas?
Yeah. I think I'm just going to take the over on all these Green Bay Packers.
Everything Packer over. There's going to be so many touchdowns tonight. I absolutely love this Josh Jacobs 1.5 demon. Again, the problem is they got to get all these touchdowns in the first 3 quarters, but there's going to be so bad of a disparity. They're going to pull all their starters in the fourth quarter.
Luke, talk about the difference in Howie's when it's a Packers game versus when it's a regular non-Packers-y deal.
Oh, we just have a ton of loyal Packers fans that are out here just about every week, and on top of our normal Monday night crowd that is always here, and so it just doubles the fun on a night like this. And it's, right before Christmas, people got family in town that they need to get away from. So This is it's the formula for a big night here tonight.
Yeah, or they bring those fans out. That's the best part when like an out-of-towner comes to watch like the Packers for the first time here at Howie's. It's sweet.
Yeah, we always get some, like during Balloon Fiesta, because there'll always be some Midwesterners out here, and again, they go on the website for the Packers, and it tells them this is the place to watch the game.
Right.
So we always get a nice little mix there, and I'm sure there'll be a few here tonight with the holidays and everything. Should be a great night.
Oh, yeah, sure. We're in town for the Luminaria tour, and we heard about Howie Sports Page. You got the Packers on here, don't you know?
Yes.
Yeah, is there fried cheese on the menu?
We do have fried cheese on the menu.
Okay, I mean, that's all they need.
Yeah, that's it.
That's their thing. That's the thing they use to communicate to each other. Curds.
A wheel of cheese.
Oh.
That should be a halftime giveaway for Packers games.
Queso. Is there queso?
Oh, the queso heads.
The queso heads are here.
Yes.
Oh, they're here. That's a real thing.
The New Mexico branch of the Packers.
I think it's going to be the Packers going away. I think you're right, Van, tonight. It will be worth watching if you're here at Howie Sports Page. If you're at home, I don't know, the Spurs play tonight. I have no clue.
Yeah, Wemby's on the court. It's a full slate of NBA tonight. There's a lot of NBA, but I think all eyes are going to be on the Packers. The Packers go into the playoffs healthy. I think they are the scariest team in the NFC. If they retain all their starters.
Because Detroit's hurt.
Because Detroit is hurt. Detroit has beat them this year. Detroit looked like world beaters, but they're just falling apart at the worst time.
Sam Darnold don't lose no games, brother.
Come down to earth when it's this time of the year.
We don't lose no games. He's too good.
Yeah.
Vikings are too good.
Well, Sam's lucky to be playing in a dome.
What do you mean luck? They built it on purpose?
Yeah, he's not an outdoor cat. The Packers, you got to be an outdoor cat.
Yeah, but with his record, he's not going to have to go outdoors. Like, he's stuck in. Like, that's the deal.
Well, they're not going to win the division.
Here's what I'm trying to give you. They're not going to have to go. If they go to Detroit, they're playing indoors.
Valid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No one's going to go to Green Bay. Green Bay's not in that spot.
When Detroit loses in the first round because they don't have any of their team left.
That could happen. That's actually a fact.
And then Green Bay gets reseeded as the number one, and then they have to go to Green Bay. Yes, that's going to happen.
It's not like it's more like a shuffling. It's not like a reseeding.
It's literally called a reseeding.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Outdoor playoff games fun to watch on TV.
Yeah.
Remember that one last year was like 1 degree in Kansas City and people like got amputations from frostbite and stuff?
They're expecting snow flurries tonight.
Who was they? Green Bay?
Weathermen in Wisconsin.
The National Meteorological Association.
You don't have to have a
The-
guys, let's be clear here. You don't have to have a degree to be a weatherman. I'm not trying to like expose the business right here.
To be a meteorologist, you do. Not to be a weatherman.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trusting any.
I don't know if you've ever seen a weatherman and or weather woman in Mexico. It's a different breed.
I have.
Yeah.
They remind me a lot of Travis Hunter's girlfriend.
Okay. All right.
Not as pretty, though. Travis Hunter's girlfriend.
I don't know her name.
Just Travis Hunter's girlfriend is
I
good.
think you're calling her by the right name.
It's as close as it needs to get. That's the one. Gonna be a fun one tonight. We have a good episode tomorrow. Van and I know because we already recorded it.
Yep.
So check that bad boy out. It's just Van and I, so a lot of people will say that's the best part of the show.
Sure.
So that'll be good. And then we lead into the weekend where you will have a holiday without us. Thursday and Friday without us as we have bowl games all over the sports animal into the weekend. And then Monday, our final show of the year here at Howie Sports Page, where we will, on the 30th, do our year in review and our gift exchange.
So stoked. Can't wait to wrap up the year. In my humble opinion, one of the craziest ones in the history of planet Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nuts one.
Free Glizzies, halftime giveaway, a ton of fellowship. And if you're a Packers fan, come spend the time with us here at Howie's tonight. Isaiah back at the studio.
Tune into the opening drive in the morning. It's me all week.
Jake
No big
Cassio.
deal.
Hi, Mom.
Luke Markwith.
Drink at Howie's.
Van Nunley, final words.
Hey, what Luke said, and go Pack go, and what Isaiah said, and listen to the opening drive.
Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.
Won't see you tomorrow, Burke.
I mean, we'll be on air, though. You can check out the program. It's pretty good. Don't do